There's something wrong with me. I'd like to open this stream by saying that there is something very wrong with me. Earlier, I spilled a little bit of my drinky, shocker, and I was like, ah, good reminder to get my tissues. And I live by myself, so I talk to myself as people do when they live by themselves, and so I was like, time to go get my tissues, but instead of saying tissues, I said, time to go get my nose-blowing device. Okay, freak. Okay, freak. Anyway, hi. Welcome back to Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. The third game in the series. It's a good one. It's a good one. We're in a great case. Last time, so like this case that we're on, our client is Rhonda Light, and he's claiming that he's a thief, right? He's the mask to mask, right? And he stole the urn, the Kurain, sacred urn. But then we proved in court that actually Luke Atme, the weird-ass detective, he's actually mask to mask and like made up like the rivalry to satisfy himself. And so he got convicted of the thievery. And because we, most importantly of all, established an alibi for Ron. He was not at, and could not have been at, Lord Lee Taylor. He was at KB Security. Well, unfortunately, KB Security was the host of a different problem. It was the host of a murder. So now Ron's being convicted for that, so we have to defend him again. And it's messy because it accidentally, like his wife accidentally is the one who proved that he was at KB Security. We also met this new prosecutor, Godo, who made me cry. Don't worry about it. He drinks a lot of coffee and there's something seriously mentally wrong with that man, but isn't everybody in this game kind of crazy? So there's that on that. Before we even get started, I'm just gonna like throw this out there, but take care of yourselves right now, dude. It is so warm everywhere, as far as I can tell. The planet is unhappy. And I think most of us are probably as well. It's extremely warm. People's air conditionings are breaking down. Whole units are like losing power and things like that. Take care of yourself right now. Drink electrolyte stuff. I mean, you know I use Hydrolyte. Hashtag not sponsored, but like, take care of yourselves, guys. That's all I have to say. I thought I was gonna fucking die on Friday. I was so hot. It might happen all over again, too. October 13th.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
What does his bio say now, actually? Because I think before we were like, he's Delulu. Like, okay, yeah, it's still the same, I guess. Oh, now his has changed. Has acknowledged that he is in fact mask to mask, but he thinks that he claims that he's mask to mask. So we don't really know.
Me.
Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I don't buy it!
But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least, from what I can understand.
Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Fuck up more!
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB Security murder?
I think I'm going to...
I gave her a little bit of the Maya, and then I realized it was Pearl talking, and I switched into it, so she's like, yeah.
I think I'm going to head back to Kurain Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea! I think I'll go with...
No, Mystic Maya! You should stay here! I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Oh, Maya, you still haven't told her?
No, I haven't. I don't have the heart to break her heart, you know? Maybe when she's a little older.
Pearl's just so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Okay, so Pearl has the sacred urn. Okay.
I remember, no fighting, okay?
That's...
No fighting.
She's gone.
Okay.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Let's say hi to Charlie, though. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. There's a giant building just outside the window. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we saw this already. Okay. Any ideas what to do? So what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate. Wake up, get out there. And investigate the murder.
Well, first, we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Ms. Delight? She should know.
Hi, Nim! Nim, I saw you playing Fire Emblem earlier when I logged onto my Switch, and I go, Nimothy. Dear Nimothy playing Fire Emblem.
Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too.
I kind of forgot about the idea that Maya can write, like, wants to write hold on, I'm writing this down. I already have a Fran Maya fic idea, kind of gonna incorporate this into my mindset. 1 second. Maya can ride motorcycle. Cool. Guilty as charged. You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Huh?
Don't, huh? At me?
I voice act those, but it's really funny if this is just text. 3 Hopes is way more interesting than I was led to believe it would be. That's exciting. We love when that happens.
I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn and the poster. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearl. That's a very nice way of saying she's fucking stupid. No, because I've been reading about, like, child psychology and development lately for my job, like, it stands to reason that Pearl is kind of underdeveloped, because, like, kids don't, at that age, like, don't have good motor skills anyway, but, like, if you think about, like, a 5-year-old painting versus, like, an 8-year-old painting, 8-year-olds, like, they can kind of bend their arm a little more, like, but 5-year-olds just move their whole arm when they paint, as opposed to moving from the elbow or wrist. And maybe Pearl is a little bit on the underdeveloped, like, side motor skills wise, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, she's just clumsy, I guess. Anyway. But still, I don't remember ever seeing spink plotches? Wow, pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Kurain Village. Yeah, I think Pearl suspects the same thing, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Kurain Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Kurain Village to do their training, right?
Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to go you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo just to do just that.
A channeling dojo? A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That wasn't your fault. That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused.
When a medium uses the Kurain technique, she temporarily loses her own will.
So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up. That's all.
It sounds like being the master of crying is going to be a heavy responsibility. Yeah, girl. What about my badge?
So you still got that badge, I see.
Huh? Oh, well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I?
Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one for this long.
Ouch. Oh, the sirens are coming for you, Maya.
You have to admit, you've had some close brushes with death because of your job.
I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people. Is B more dangerous? That's funny. That's a funny typo. Let's see.
I'm glad we got the secret urn back and all.
So then, how come you don't look any happier?
Why should I? I don't know if I should say Ami or I am on it anymore. And now it's got big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before.
I don't like the summary because it makes it sound like Maya's... yeah, it was still Maya's body that did it. Yeah, I mean... I guess that, like, maybe will entice people who haven't played the second game to play it to get clarification. That's the only thing I can guess, but I agree. Don't you think you're overreacting just a little?
Overreacting? Nick, I can't believe you said that. I mean, it's like, I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my Acolyte costume every day and said, "Hi, Nick, I am." Well, do you think you still think it's no big deal?
I guess. It would be, a real disaster?
You see? You see? Well, that's how I feel.
That's funny. So this was made by the real Mask to Mask, huh?
Yep, Detective Gumshoe said it was the real thing. One look at this mark and you know it's the real deal, pal.
Yeah, but you do realize whose deductive reasoning skills we're talking about, right? Rough.
You know, even I didn't know this statue existed until a little while ago.
Didn't Adrian say it's from the Fae branch family? Oh yeah, we got this already. Why does it always have to be desolate? According to this data, the thief showed up at the basement warehouse at
1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Excuse me. Yeah, but remember, this data came from Atme. Yeah, so we can't really trust it. For all we know, he might have somehow tampered with it.
But then what about this photo? It's got the time on it too.
True. Yeah, and the security camera belonged to Lordly Taylor. Atme couldn't have tampered with the photo's timestamp to show the wrong time.
I guess this means this data is accurate after all.
Okay, good to know. What about this? It's still bent, isn't it?
Detective Atme said it got bent when the thief hit him on the head with it.
Well, it looks like he ended up This is a really funny line. Well, it looks like he ended up the bent one after he turned out to be the thief. He must have damaged the sword himself to back up his phony story.
Yeah, I guess he really does have a brawny mind, huh?
Congratulations on proving your client is innocent. Let's celebrate. Yeah, partial bullet a little bit.
So Mr. Delight was being blackmailed, huh? By the CEO of the security company he used to work for.
Yeah, it looks like it. Sounds like we still need to do some more poking around.
You better watch yourself and not do anything naughty either, Nick.
Was that a threat? Is she trying to blackmail me now? This was found in the building where the crime took place on the very night of the murder. And according to the time record on the keycard inside...
Yeah, it was used right around the time of the murder. Doesn't sound very good, huh?
Alright.
So Detective Atme was Mask to Mask after all, huh?
I guess so. After all, he did admit it.
Yes, but Mr. Delight still hasn't changed his tune. He's still claiming that he's the real Mask to Mask. You don't think he's just saying that to avoid the murder charge, do you?
I'm not sure. Believe in him. He's a good boy.
This was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. So does that mean Detective Atme put it there himself?
That's the only explanation I can think of. I guess he wanted to make sure it looked like he had struggled with the thief that night. How about me?
You're not very photogenic, are you?
Maybe I shouldn't show this picture to too many people. Yet, I've walked around my whole life showing this face of mine to the world. I wonder if I've just been making a fool of myself with this silly face.
I was only joking, Nick. Don't make such a sad face. You're making me feel guilty.
Don't worry, Phoenix. Maybe you just have my problem where you can't take a cell phone selfie. I really want to hear what you have to say about Adrian.
She certainly seems grateful to you, Nick.
Well, she was in a pretty tight spot during that terrible ordeal. Maya could blackmail Phoenix for having underage assistants and maybe not paying them. But then he could pull up all kinds of evidence of, like, all that she didn't do. You know, like, I don't know. She wouldn't have a very tight, like, a tightly woven case in her favor. Actually, I'm grateful to her, too.
It sounds like you're not telling me something. I'm gonna take a good look at the case file next chance I get. Say, Nick, what do you think that thing attached to his face is anyway?
Don't ask me. He looks like fucking Cyclops.
Why not? You know him, don't you?
I've never met that guy before in my life. And believe me, he's not exactly forgettable.
Yeah, but at the trial today, he said...
So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, but my name is in the, like, records, right? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You're right about one thing. He sure acts like he knows me.
Hey, Nick, I was just thinking, maybe you should try to stop making people you've never met before into your enemies.
Trust me, I'd like to stop doing that too. My poor body can only take so much. Who is that guy anyway? And what's his story? I wonder if I'll ever find out. Okay, I want to know.
That Desiree sure is cool. I love that whole motorcycle thing. The way she laughs in the face of death, I want to try it too.
I thought you only knew how to ride a bike.
Hey, don't forget, Nick, that it's an electric bike.
Oh, okay. Right. We did get that before. Alright, let's actually go do stuff now, shall we? Let's start here. I already told you! It's not me!
A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence.
Maybe it's Frank saw it. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now.
Man, and we don't have enough time as it is.
Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands.
I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too.
He looks the same as he always does, Maya. Come on, we'll just have to come back later.
Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick.
Aw, that's too bad. I really wanted to talk to Delight. Let's, I guess, go here. Go straight down the list this time.
The Treasures of Kurain exhibit is all ruined now.
Maya.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it?
Really?
Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Mask to Mask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! 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 That's brilliant, Nick! We can clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Alright. No one's here, so let's go downstairs. I'm trying my best to not pull back my hair today, because it's actually not very warm at all today. For the Fahrenheit gang, it is 75, so it's like 23 Celsius, 22. It's very nice today for the high. It's not even 75 yet, and it's very, like, nice in my room and everything, so I'm trying not to pull back my hair, because I know I lose more hair if I do that, and it makes it come out of the top of my scalp, and I get bald. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Ms. Andrews. What's she still hanging out around down here for? So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that?
Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found?
Yes! It was brought in during the trial today!
Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Mask to Mask's wife that found it.
Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. What's up, girl? I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again?
Maya, okay, sorry, that line just like really struck me. Maya's 19 here, and she's, most of the time, she's goofy as fuck. But she actually has like an emotional maturity to her that is very understated and that I really appreciate. It doesn't show up very often, but that moment just there with Adrian where she's like, if she wants to apologize, like, let the girl do it. That's a really, like, I don't know, that's just really emotionally intelligent, like I said.
So when was it that you hired Detective Atme again?
About 20 days ago. And when was it that Mask to Mask's calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so. What? So Mask to Masks murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to the business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme?
No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says so he can have an alibi when he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Mask to Mask pretty well. I'm so glad that you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really?
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Ms. Andrews?
No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Ah.
Been a minute. Psyche locks.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Ms. Andrews. Alright, well, interesting. I'll be right back. I think I have a fucking bug bite on my knuckle. I'm just gonna put some, like, aloe on it really fast. BRB. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, that already feels so much better doing that. Okay. Do I want to show anything to her? Do you know anything about this? I'm sorry I can't help more, but I'm so busy taking care of everything in front of me. I still haven't given up on the treasures of Kurain exhibit.
Oh, Ms. Andrews, I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Looks like the treasure exhibit is the only thing she has on her mind. Okay, you have nothing to say about any of that. What about this?
Detective Atme said he got hit on the back of the head with this by the thief. But that was obviously a lie.
Because it turned out that Atme was the real thief. It's still hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it right up. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place.
Please be gentle with it.
What about this? The security camera was provided by Lordly Taylor's department store. But that was hard to say for some reason. I took a close look at it on the day after the theft. The timestamp on the photo was definitely real. Okay, cool, good to know. What about this? Okay. Alright, let's look around. That pathetic looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the secret urn in it!
Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on it.
Ugh, I worked so hard to make that box.
Okay, no, that's still the same dialogue. Let's see. This is so suspicious. Why aren't we... Looks like it's, to me, like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. Yeah. Anything new about this? Wasn't, yeah, it was next to the door. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I don't think we have anything new here for now. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go here. Why not, right? He shouldn't be here, but like, we can look around, I guess. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops.
What did you expect? Now that they know that he was actually mask to mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen.
Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case.
But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday?
Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal."
Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Okay. That's pretty funny. Let's go here, because we need to talk to Desiree to get the location for KB security, I think. Oh, Nikki boy, Maya. Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up.
Hey, Nikki boy, please, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking you for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Ms. Delight had such a vulnerable side. Listen carefully, Nikki boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him.
I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Ms. Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief.
I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Hey, welcome. Ms. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nikki boy? I know everything about my type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. The very idea. I guess that I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different.
Come on now, Nikki boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway.
What? For you?
Okay, hold on. I want to hear about this. This story goes first. I'm interested.
So was it really love at first sight when you met Mr. Delight?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. So real.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. "Please, stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. I would also fall for him. That's really sweet. They were so cute.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Like, Phoenix, you kind of already did this.
Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Gulp. That's so funny, Maya. You've literally already been taken hostage. We already know what will happen. I hate these kinds of people more than anything.
You mean ace detectives?
No, I'm fine with ace detectives.
Oh, so then you must mean thieves?
No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
By the way, why did you go to Detective Abney's office anyway?
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal.
The real criminal?
Yes, obviously, the real Mask to Mask is not my Ronnie, right?
Yeah?
And Detective Atme knew more about Mask to Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table.
Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too.
There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. That I do agree with is pretty wretched.
Ms. Delight, do you know about KB Security?
Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Yeah, because we found out he got fired. And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Oh, he quit? I thought he got fired. Maybe I misremembered.
It doesn't look like Ms. Delight. It looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know.
KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell me, or tell us where it is, and we'll go ourselves.
Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick.
Ms. Delight told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Do you have anything fun to say about anything? Excuse me, what would you take a look at this? I haven't seen it, I guess, blah, blah, blah. How about this? So this is Mask to Mask, huh? I wonder what kind of a house he lives in. Who knows? Maybe it's exactly like this house. You're so funny sometimes, Nicky boy. But if I were a famous thief, I'd live in a great, big, gorgeous mansion. I'll be sure to tell that to your husband. I know what that is. That's one of those key cards from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. That's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore. That's Ronnie's wallet.
It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder.
Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene. Okay. Desiree reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which... Oh, Yu-Gi boy. I was like, in what way? Now I get you now. Okay. I was like, she has not said a word about cards. Or the heart of the cards. No, that's funny. I get it now. Do you know about this? Oh, is that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's business. Wow, that's such respect and trust in her husband. Dude, that's awesome. I know that they're like he's keeping a secret from her clearly, but like their relationship kind of like fucks severely. It kind of fucks severely. Being like, no, I trust my partner enough to not look through their mail. I'm not gonna look through their business. I trust them. They would tell me. That's so... We love that.
It looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know about it. Which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed.
They probably have like separate bank accounts and everything. We love it. Except I don't think they do because of the financial shit. Okay, maybe that's their one flaw. Okay. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick. Just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
What has that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. The day was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal? No, you're sweet. It only when Edgeworth is involved.
If the gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. I feel like he misses Edgeworth right now, and he's kind of like also kind of missing Francisca. He's like, oh, the Von Karma guys, they're all gone, and I'm like having to work under this prosecutor I don't really like. I feel like he's afraid of Francisca, but he does respect her, is always the impression I have been given over the games that they are in together. Well, anyway, the point is I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs, and I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow. I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Let's talk. What happened?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was stealing the urn, huh?
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Holy... Safe? Well, it is pretty big. That's gross. Ugh. Unless it was like a refrigerated safe, that would fester. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out? That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right.
So, what happened to Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heists took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Oh.
Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before?
It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see. But now that she mentions it... That hair? We know that. We know that boy.
Oh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used her own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight?
Yeah, I think he did it that way because he knew it'd just hurt more. Or just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godo? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. Yikes. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. It's... You guys, have you heard of the cat distribution program? Where it's like, if a person, like, runs into a stray cat, they end up just, like, taking the cat in, and it's, like, destined. Like, if a stray cat shows up on your doorstep, that's your cat now, sorry. And then that's the, cat distribution program at work. He's one of the cats in the cat distribution program. Came out of nowhere. That's right. He said that this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But, no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in Corrigan, maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Yeah, there was recently this guy who like found a cat, like a kitten under the wheel of his trailer or like van that he lives in. He travels around and stuff, and so he took her in and he was like, I hate cats, blah blah blah. And then like he took the cat in and now he's like, I bought all these things for her and I did all this stuff for her and I'm doing this for her and I named her this and I hate having a cat. Okay, bye, I love you. It's very funny. Ah, no, that's not what I meant. That Godo guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Alright. Well, I'll talk to you more in a minute, Gumshoe. Let's look at this safe.
Ew, think about it. A dead guy was lying in here all night.
No, I agree, Maya. That's gross. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened this safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Here, I think the protocol for stray cats is to check the condition of the cat. I mean, that's true too. Like, they do. It's just, it's less about, like, it's kind of a joke of, like, people who are like, I hate cats, and then they get a cat, like, a cat just kind of shows up, and they're like, well, I can't find the owner, and I don't want to take it to the shelter, so I guess this is my cat now. Because animal shelters here, well, I don't know about Canada, but in the US, they're often very overpopulated, and some of them are, they, after a while, if no one claims the animal or adopts it, they get euthanized. And there's, like, trap, neuter, return efforts and stuff like that in the cities that have, like, a really big population of cats, like stray cats, but it's still not enough. Because vet costs are so expensive. It must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hold on, do we have a picture of, Atme? Because I'm pretty sure that, Damask has gloves. Yeah. Did Atme have gloves? I think he did. Yeah, he did, because he had the ring.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. I've seen some videos where people feed stray cats and then take them into their own house to live. Yeah, that's pretty much the cat distribution. Yeah. And everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron Delight.
What? Ron Delight? He was a security chief?
Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. That doesn't mean he did the crime necessarily, but one thing that it is so, like, if you fire somebody that knows a very important code, you need to change the important code. That's just basic security. And this is a security company, they must suck. Maybe that's why he quit.
This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean?
Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious. Can she? Girl, what?
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Hi, Graham. Welcome. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it?
This is... Oh, I clicked away from that. Damn it, I don't have history. Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather. I mean, maybe he just lived in the Pacific Northwest.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Great days. Break down, break down. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Eek!
Okay, I'm pretty sure a loud noise is about to happen. I'm very sorry.
Ooh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Ooh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. Okay, interesting. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Well, that guard is unfortunately an annoyance in our life, Phoenix. These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. That's pretty cool.
It'd be a good night's reading, if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Oh my, never change. Check out this big, thick binder here.
Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah,
What did you find out, Nick?
this file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at this last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. That's what I was just about to say. I was like, yeah, he like goes after this like stolen treasure and it's kind of ass. Like, why go through the trouble? I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Okay. Let's keep talking to Gumshoe then. Do you have anything new to add? Okay, let's show you some evidence then. Well, first of all, here's my badge. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries us all. Yeah, I think he said the same thing last time. Damn. Okay.
So about this.
Huh? Well, what's that? Hey, wait a minute, Maya.
What's wrong?
We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us. So, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, it's something. It's just my billfold.
That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Now I really want you to show it to me. I want to commit fraud.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here?
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. I got 2 ears and 2 eyes, but I only got 1 brain. I can see your eyes and ears, but the jury is still out on the brain thing. That's so mean.
Hey, Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Wretched. This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was gonna get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness. By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try catching Mask to Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That guard. I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately. Yeah. Can we enhance? Also something so funny about that bottom text, the precious gem, the tier of Emanon, priceless. That text is so clearly like, when you have language packs for Japanese installed on your computer and then you switch to the English like input, that is one of those fonts. I'm like willing to bet money. It looks too familiar. Does anyone make puns in their inner monologue? Me. I do. I made one today even, but I don't remember what it was anymore. How about this? Okay, no. Okay. Sir Nicholas being mean. Dude, I think I've plugged this on the, on stream before, but like, Sir Nicholas, the Sir Nicholas video is my favorite. It's this like hyena cub, kit, puppy, I don't know, hyena baby is called. Baby hyena. He's like a teenager, and his name is, oh no, it's not Sir Nicholas, sorry, it's young Nicholas. And he's being a scamp, and the guy is like, young Nicholas, please behave.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Yeah. The victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick. Now is our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
Yippee. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends oh, I thought that was... Okay. Well, the company basically sends security teams out to the buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh? And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too! I just love money! I can't ever get enough.
Girl, I love you. Please stop leaning in toward me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Ooh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Was it? We don't really know that for sure. Can we... About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron DeLite anyway? Yeah, he doesn't have money to blackmail him. Seeing how she lives where her mansion is also a school, I don't blame her. Yeah, yeah. She wants to go crazy. I support women's wrongs. Well, Mr. DeLite used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit?
Nick, that's it! Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now.
Oh, alright.
Okay, that's fine. It takes time. This is proof that Ron DeLite was here at the scene of the crime when the murder happened. His wallet. And this key card, huh?
I think we need to ask Mr. DeLite some more about those two things.
Can we... Hold on. I just want to say, will you say anything about Larry? Okay. About this person. Sorry, pal. To be honest, my head is so full right now, it feels like it's gonna burst. Keep hair away from Gumshoe's head. Ew. The guy's a real puzzle, if you ask me. Then maybe I should be asking you. Do you know something about him? Why would I know something? Well, it sure sounded like you two knew each other from the way you acted today.
It's Mr. Goto that acts like he knows Nick, not the other way around.
Exactly. You'd think I'd remember someone like him. I still say the whole thing's a bit suspect. Yeah, no shit. Do you have anything to say about Desiree? Okay. That's too bad. Okay, let's move. Let's go down to the security room. Uh-oh, I see a very familiar jacket. Uh-oh. Hold on, I'm just gonna pour out some water. Pour one out for the lad. Okay, yeah, my finger, or my knuckle rather, is now significantly less red. That's very annoying. We hate it. It's still itchy, but it's not inflamed anymore. I don't know why the buggies are biting me. Very rude. Not their house. They're not paying rent. They shouldn't be allowed to bite me. Wow. We finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. That accidentally turned into Jake Marshall's voice. It's fine. Wow. This is really something else. How did I get here? Sir Boba, that's a good question. How did you get here? But welcome.
For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure.
KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? Ugh, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too?
Hi, Larry.
Here I was working my fingers to the bone, and in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. Nope, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the that's a hard one. Bullard murder case. We hate that. We hate the mouthfeel. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Via hell? Yeah, you get to the bottom reaches of hell and it's me. I do feel that way sometimes. He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here's a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this is now. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, look around first. Oh, what's this? Okay, that's a light, I guess. What's this? Something is written on this poster in fine print.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, Respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed Windy Oldbag Head Supervisor. Oh, I forgot about that. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Wow. Wow. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. Damn. That's so powerful. Hey, Larry. That's your jacket, isn't it? Sorry, my ear itches. That's right.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I was told to never, ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. I want to see Cody again. Yeah, what is he up to? Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
Because it got me curious. The jacket's weight pulls the lever down, and that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen? Huh? Maya cannot judge here because you literally in the last room pressed the panic button.
It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
That's so funny. Yeah, but for a different reason. You guys are fucking insane. That's really funny.
Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they?
Did you say, Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy.
How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? I don't know, the requirements for working security at certain places is really not that high, surprisingly. Like if you're working at, what do they call it when you're working at like a clothing department and you're in the room watching the cameras? I used to work with those guys really closely when I worked at a clothing store. They were awesome. He was the coolest dude. He used to be a bouncer, and he was super nice, and he would like radio me if he thought he saw somebody suspicious, and then we would tag team making them feel cornered so that they would drop whatever they were trying to shoplift. It was usually teenagers. Cause like, okay, while we're on the topic of shoplifting really fast, shoplifting basic necessities such as, I don't know, baby formula or things that are very overpriced, you're stealing from like Walmart. I'm gonna look the other way. I'm not gonna narc, but like stealing like $3 jewelry off the clearance rack and you're like 16. It's just like, man, go get a part-time job. Like, it's like, come on, dude. It's not worth getting, if you get caught and you get charged with it, it's not worth ruining your life over. If you're gonna steal something worthwhile. And I'm sure my thought process of this is very, very specifically shaped because I did know someone who was a kleptomaniac in high school. So she would try to steal my stuff all the time and then lie about it, and I was like, I literally know that those are mine. These screens there show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them. All of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Can you watch regular TV on these too?
If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright? What the fuck? Also, for the record, I've never stolen anything from anywhere except my mom's wallet because she owed me money anyway, and I was like getting impatient, so I was like, fuck it, and I took $5. Shouldn't even notice. She owed me like $300, and I'm not even exaggerating. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating.
Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate.
No biggie. I think that there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room.
Somewhere?
Instruction manual? What are you going to do in an emergency? Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. That's what us security professionals call teamwork. Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
How'd you hear my thought? Well, first of all, have you seen my badge? Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey Nick, I told you, I'm a pro, and you don't interrupt a pro when he's working. I don't have time to sit and chat with you, alright?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, naturally I've got time for you though, Maya. We're gonna have to squeeze this guy if we want to get more info out of him, huh? Alright, fine. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me.
I know, I was hoping he would show his badge too. It's always so funny. Okay, so the thing is, Rondelay was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Rondelay was fired. That's okay. That makes more sense. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like, maybe skipping out on work to go pick up hot chicks or something? No, that's just you. He has a wife that he loves very much. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me, I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
There's security cameras set in each room around this building. Is there one for the office? I don't see one. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Ah. It's like exchanging business cards. Yeah, you're so right. If I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Like Microsoft? Sorry. I've just been having to use a lot of teams lately and I'm bitter about it. The security teams for the companies. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so even if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Oh, why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it's a part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh?
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? Uh-oh. Knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then, and this is now, okay? Oh, are we dropping frames? Oh, we're dropping frames. Oh, mother. Okay, we're good. It looks like I'm going to have to break his psyche locks after all. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking. I'm like watching OBS to make sure it doesn't freak out again. I kind of just want to see. Well, okay, you know what? I haven't talked to Ron yet. I don't think I have anything new for you. Anything new here? Okay, I didn't think so. Let's go here. Oh, he's not here. What the fuck? What about here? Alright. Nothing here? Okay. Let's go here. No, okay, I know that we can't do Adrian's right now. Let's go back here and let's present some stuff to Larry. Okay. Hey Larry, there's something on you. Okay, he's a pro. Right. Okay. Okay, he's a pro. Oops. Well, okay, what about the wallet? Surely you have something to say about the keycard or the wallet. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save again. Let's try actually breaking his psyche lock now. I might be able to. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? Larry, here's my cease and desist to you. I need you to sign it. Yeah. But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Ms. Delight? But that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1. Wow, now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... Okay, this is probably wrong, but like... Okay. Alright. I don't think I have... Okay, I don't think I have it. I don't think I have enough of it. Okay. Let's go back upstairs then. Do I have anything new that I can show you? No. 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 Do I have anything that I can see here that's new? You know what? Actually, we might be able to talk to Adrian about the mask-to-masks heists. And let's also talk to Desi about this. Excuse me, would you take a look at this? Okay, no, you don't have anything to say about that? Nothing? Nothing? And nothing. Okay. Move to... Where was I gonna go? Okay, I think I have to go this way first. And then here. And then downstairs. Can I show you this? I'm sorry, I can't. Okay. That's nice. What about this? Okay, interesting that you don't have any reaction. I do have profiles I can show, I guess. Okay. Let's skedaddle. Let's go here. Okay, I don't think I showed that many to Gumshoe. Let's try this. I kind of feel sorry for him. He's kind of a sad young guy. Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely. Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have investigated the whole thing more carefully.
But weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face?
Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave it alone. How about this? I always knew there was something suspicious about this guy. And I was right. It turned out that Master Mask was really that ace detective in disguise.
You really thought that?
Huh? Of course! It's the stone cold truth. Sooner or later, a guy like that always shows his true colors. Yeah, well, I think we saw a little too much of his colors today. Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. What about her? You don't have anything to say. Nothing about Adrian either. That's too bad. That would be fun if you did. Oh wait, I already talked to you about this. My bad, I forgot. Okay, let's try Larry then. Hey, Larry. Okay. You don't have anything. What about yourself? Damn. Nothing about Gumshoe? What about Maya? Wow, okay, yeah, you're really refusing to talk to me. Alright. What do I need to do? I feel like I've done all I can with these two. Is there something I'm missing with you, girly? Well, let's just examine everything again, I guess. Like, Ron received a blackmail letter. Yeah, it should... Okay. Alright. A whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, okay, we saw this. The police took a look at all of that, you know.
Really? Did they say anything?
They said it wasn't important. Oh? Don't worry about it, Nicky boy. After all, my Ronnie is just an amateur.
Amateur or not, this is cool. Knuckle Bomber. How cool is that?
This is vaguely familiar. Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, that! Ronnie brought that home one day. He asked one of his friends from work if he could have it. He's friends with Old Bag? That's so cute, actually. It's a Space Ranger uniform. I've never seen Ronnie happier in his whole life.
Oh man, now I want one too.
I wonder if KB Security was in charge of security at the event from that old case. That would be really interesting if so. If you like it, feel free to take it home with you. Thanks, but no thanks.
It's Master Mask.
Ha 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 ha. Ronnie used to say that a happy laugh is the lifeblood of a thief.
Well, that certainly is a happy sounding laugh, alright.
Yes, and laughing isn't as easy as it sounds. The harder you try, the more fake it sounds.
Yeah, Mr. Delight really works hard at his craft, huh?
Yeah, why do you have a fucking torpedo in your house? She has nothing to say. She's like, I can't, you know what? Nick, I'm gonna be so honest. I can't explain that one. It was always Ronnie's dream to become a thief. Well, I guess you can chalk that one down as fulfilled.
I wonder why Mr. Delight never talked to his wife about it.
Yeah, well, I think she deserves some of the blame for not bringing it up either. Yeah, it's a two-way street, I guess. Okay. Okay. I really have nothing else that I can show you? Let's try. Okay, I think I just tried these. Okay, I'm a stupido. I don't remember what to do. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh. Oh, wait. Will she say anything about Bullard? Now that we know about him? Oh, I know him! This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you.
Oh, really?
You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of those security teams. But that was just so he could work him like a slave.
Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Bullard himself?
Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it? Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. Okay. Damn. Hold on, I wanna... Well, while I'm fucking around. This guard monitors the visitor's room. Looks like he doesn't have much to do right now. I can tell because he's looking at the camera and making funny faces. That's awesome. Also, why do frames keep dropping? What is that about? Okay. I'm gonna do something crazy. Stream is gonna take just a second. I'm gonna reset my, little, internet. And my little internet. Sorry, why did I say it that way? I'm gonna reset my internet really fast, and then, we'll be right back. Because this is just, I don't know why this is happening. So, be right back. Okay, that made it worse. Okay, that made it worse. What the fuck, OBS? My brother in Christ, calm down. Hi, Maddie. You're just in time for... I guess it's OBS, then. I thought it was my internet. Nope, it's OBS. As she loves to do. Okay, I guess we'll try. I didn't think that we were able to do Adrian's Psyche Locks yet, but I guess that's all that's left. So let's try, shall we? Ms. Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? I don't. I'm gonna try this, but I don't think this is correct. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. No, we can't prove this yet. Yeah, I didn't think I could do this with Herla. Going to a concert on a Monday, and you have work the next day, plan appropriately, otherwise you will be like me and wake up late. So duly noted. Hopefully that does not happen to me when I go to a concert on what I think is a Thursday night, next month. I'm going to, freaking, can I not, I can't examine anything here? Okay, so this place is just useless to me, I guess. Green Day was awesome! I'm so glad! I'm going to see, do you guys know Atarashi Gakko no Leaders? Or Atarashi Gakko is like the short. They're awesome. They're awesome. And my friend was like, this was before I got my job, and was like, do you want to go to this concert with me? And I was like, I would love to, but I don't have income right now, so like I'm hesitant to get the tickets. And then she was like, you know what? You pay for my lunch all the time, like I'll just, whatever, I'll just pay. Because they were like $50, and so, I don't like this man one bit. He's had it in for my Ronnie from the very beginning. It's his fault that Ronnie is under suspicion of committing murder. Plus he lobbed a coffee grenade at me.
You look pretty silly wearing that mug on your head like a birthday hat. Oh, I know. We can get him back tomorrow by returning fire with a milk grenade.
Oh, this is the guy who delivered Ronnie's wallet. He's got some issues. Whoa! Ms. Delight! That's wretched. Huh? She's savage, dude. That's awesome. Is she wrong? No. No, she's not. He's got some issues, doesn't he? Huh? Let's just say his flirting style is pretty obvious. Pretty stale too, actually. It's pretty sad when the only thing you remember about a man are his lame pickup lines. What's even more sad is said man probably believes in those like they're his lifelines. Dude, she just ripped into him.
Looks like he blew it again, huh?
I'm in love with her. She's amazing. That's the most amazing thing anyone's ever said in this entire game. What about this? Nothing? Okay, you don't know who this is. What about Gumshoe? Okay, you don't care. Have you met Pearl? I don't remember. Oh, this girl! I saw her slap Nicky Boy right across the face! Yeah, she did. Of all the ways she could remember Pearls by, why? She's such a little cutie. If you could bring her by, I'd love to meet her.
Sure, of course.
Great. I can just tell I'm in for a reprise of the 100-hand slap. What do you feel about Maya? That's really amazing. A master at your age. Oh, I think she said this before. Okay, that's too bad. Okay. Okay, I already... Oh. It must be Larry's thing, right? Okay, hold on. Alright, let me try confronting him again. And then if this doesn't work, I'll look it up. Because I genuinely am like so stumped. I thought I was able to do this, but maybe I'm stupid. Okay, on the night of crime, blah blah blah. Of course, blah blah. Didn't you sneak out? You snuck out of work last night too. $1. Wow. Okay. Do you have any evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? Is it this? Okay, that's a really strangely worded question. Like, am I crazy? Am I misreading this? Oh, you know what? It isn't. I'm just stupid. Don't worry about it. Never mind. I'm stupid. This is the key card to the CEO's office, right? Yeah, that's right. This key card was found inside a wallet. This wallet? You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Ms. Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. That's actually too much, Phoenix. Even I can't do that sometimes. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our company building. Oh, okay. Okay. 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock in the morning? Every time I play these games, I feel like my brain cells drop, so I feel ya. Yeah. It's just like the reading of it. Sometimes you read so much, and I'm like, huh? Good? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ugh! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 o'clock p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 o'clock p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 o'clock p.m. during your shift. Is this not just the keycard again? Because I don't have any data, right? Okay, oh, alright, cool. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does, but I can't show the record to just anyone, you know? That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. I forgot that. So, okay, this is on me. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 o'clock a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ooh, Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no! It was 1 o'clock, and that means it was Christmas. Okay. Glad we got unstuck. Anyway. Ugh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault!
Larry?
There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened.
Huh? Your Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called me and said I had to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah. What the fuck is he talking about?
So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How could I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What?
He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh boy. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to make up for it. I swear I will. A man died, Larry. Yeah, for real. Larry.
Hey, Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
Okay, now you'll talk. She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Alright. I'm just saving again. Because you made me run around in fucking circles, Lawrence. Okay. Will you say anything about my badge? That's not necessary, Nick. You don't have to threaten me. I'll tell you what I know. I know it's tough to tell, but I'm really sorry about what happened. Wow, I've never seen Larry look so serious. I actually believe him.
Yeah, he's like a totally different person.
In that case, maybe you and I should get reacquainted. Oh boy. This is one of Kurain's greatest treasures. I used to have zero interest in all this old junky stuff, but now that I'm a new person, well, I can kinda see the appeal. Hey, I got it. Why don't we all go visit one of those musty old temples next time?
I think I could actually learn to like this new Larry.
Yeah, but he still hasn't told us anything useful. Listen carefully, okay, Nick? I know you don't think much of me as a person, but I'm no thief, and I would never wear a goofy getup like that. Nobody ever accused you of being a thief. It's too much work for me, making plans, writing calling cards, etc., etc. I'd rather just pull a dine and dash at a burger joint.
Burgers? I love burgers too!
Really? Well, how about it? Want to go on a burger date tonight?
Larry, I'm so sorry, Larry. I don't like men.
Oh. Damn. At least pay for the food, because I'm not defending you again. Okay, blah blah. Okay. I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that. Alright.
What is it, Nick?
It's just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What about this?
So what about this?
Huh? Maya, you shouldn't have a love letter from me delivered in that kind of an envelope? No way.
No. Sorry. This is a blackmail letter.
What? How do you know about that, Maya? Phoenix is a great friend. He's got his faults for sure, but he is very caring. Refusing to help a friend in need. We were in different planes of thought there. That's funny. How do you know about that, Maya?
Huh?
How much is Alexis demanding this time? Huh? Who is this Alexis?
Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did.
Ah, that's the wallet I found.
You found it when you snuck out of work to get socked in the kisser, right?
I didn't sneak out of work to get socked in the kisser. If only I had been more responsible at work. I might have spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to.
Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you?
Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best. I think it's brought Desi and I closer together. Just like they say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see that old water glass as half full, am I right? Now that he's starting to sound like the Larry I know.
Don't forget, Nick, half full.
So, was this the card that was used by the culprit that night? Well, going off the serial number, then yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 o'clock in the morning. Your client had this card, right? Then it's a no-brainer. He's the killer, man. Man, that sucks. Okay, yeah, blah blah. You don't want to wear the getup. You just dine and dash, which is terrible. Don't dine and dash.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Huh?
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks. I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Also, we'll try this. Okay, you don't know. Ugh. Okay. Yay, my knuckle's no longer red. We love it. There is a small bite. A bite bump. Because bugs are evil and summer sucks. You will never. The summer propaganda will not work on me. You will never change my mind.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either.
Do you think you could take just one more look for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. I want fall and winter. Give me layers. Give me hot chocolate. Give me changing leaves and snowy hills. Maddie, 110% agree. Next week, so like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are supposed to be really warm, and then it's supposed to, like, the temperature's supposed to drop, and then we're gonna get normal Pacific Northwest summer, which is like low 70s hot as the high. Oh, I can't wait. Like, oh, and then in the mornings it's gonna smell like autumn. Anyways, show me this file.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that.
Whoa! What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake!
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once, in the morning, around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened.
Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Okay. So Kane himself didn't press the button, is what we know about that. I guess I'll present this one more time to him. You guys really have made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know?
What are you going on about, Larry?
Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. Wow, that's a good insult. Okay, we should show this to Gumshoe for sure.
Detective Gumshoe, about this right here?
Sorry. Oh, strange. Okay.
Hey, Nick.
Why can't we show this to him? Okay, strange. Is there anything new that comes up for examining? Okay, no. Interesting. Alright, well, let's skedaddle, I guess. Do you have anything to say about this? Okay, you don't care. That's perfectly fine. How about you? Are you here? Thank you. Ron, I miss you. Ah! Mr. Wright!
Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation?
Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night, the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store. A blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But, there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time, I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Oh, but he's baby, Your Honor. And then the judge goes, oh, you're right, he's baby. Okay, not guilty. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you're a mask to mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday?
That was a quick response.
Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating.
But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Maybe you can argue Ron is a child. Yeah, he's a minor.
Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time.
So then the person dressed up as mask to mask in this photo.
It's gotta be Detective Atme.
So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should.
Alright, what happened next?
Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Oh, we know that silhouette. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam!
Was it Kane Bullard that hit you?
I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. You blinked. Oh no, that's okay. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it.
Okay. And what did you do after that?
Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them.
Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me.
Please don't say that.
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi! Please!
Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet.
Thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find it eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. You don't know who the murderer is? Guess you'll just have to watch and find out. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over.
Well, knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh? That's so... They're so...
The buzzer went off just once around the time that Bullard was killed.
You would think they would change the camera, but that sounds about right, and not wanting to spend extra money to change things. That's what I was saying about the safe number, right? I'm like, that doesn't even take extra money. It's just change the fucking password when you fire someone. Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore? Leave him alone. This list. We found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey! This is a list of all the things Mask to Mask stole! And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? I delivered that line kind of weird. I'll do it again. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items?
The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. Or he's a thief. That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it. It makes a terrible racket.
Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise.
Does this buzzer have something to do with this case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it, or anything else for that matter. No, there was the record, Phoenix. You dingus. Yeah, those are low. Hey! This is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Mask to Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared.
That's right! I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask to Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh?
Wow. Awesome! Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. I don't know, you didn't notice it, Phoenix. Imagining seeing this nervous little ball of a baby girl sell you a stolen painting. I would be like, are you taken? I'm no longer a lesbian. I am lesbian and have one exception. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Mask to Mask disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Oh. You've received more than one.
Blackmail letters?
You got them starting when? Tell me more, now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Oh. Oh, this banger. Oh. My controller just died. That's really funny, actually. I was so ready for the banger. I love this song. Okay, hold on. That's funny. I didn't even notice it blinking. Just go into recycling. Repair. Key. Whoop. Whoop. Key. That was really funny, guys. I could not have faked that for comedic effect if I had tried. Okay. Boop. Red. Why is it called Red? Okay, whatever. Anyway, this song fucking pops. Yeah, this song goes hard.
This blackmail letter, is it the first one you got?
No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, "I know you did it."
So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that?
It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letters specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail.
Plans?
Partial bullet. I have some news for you. Police are terrible in every universe. Worse than the police in the Yakuza series. I've only fully seen Like a Dragon, but that I think is enough to agree. But yes, honestly, the police in the Ace Attorney universe are probably some of the better police in any universe in general existence. Anyway, you got plans.
What are these plans you're talking about?
They were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods.
So you mean that the one who planned the heists wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him.
So Ron Delight was mask to mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it?
So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too?
Well, see, the truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? This is so... Stockholmson. This is so easy to figure out who is behind this, I will say. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? But please don't hurt me! Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday.
Why?
Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Oof. We fucked that for him, huh? The only time the police do any work in Yakuza is when they get in your way. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight.
I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word.
Mystic Maya!
Hey! Pearly! How'd you know to find us here?
I'm back!
Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time?
The secret urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Kurain Village to have it examined.
And? And? What did you find out?
Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn.
Phew. That's a relief. I was really worried.
But there's one small problem.
Problem?
These cute little pink splotches, they said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently.
Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? Did you forget about the Danganronpa-ass blood paint?
What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal.
Yes, Mr. Nick, we've got to find out how they got there.
Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. She has pearl sense. Oh wait, didn't she like run all the way back home? Yeah, she does that. Please don't forget about me. Love you. Love you, King. Okay, so it's back in the... I don't think I have anything else to show to you of particular note, so I'm gonna actually... I know now what we must do. This is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for her to come back so that we could do this. If you're not here, Adrian, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Okay, thank God. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you.
Hello there.
A high schooler was murdered with the urn. Doom, 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 doom.
A body has been discovered. Boop, 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 boop.
I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Okay, there's this. This box. There's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the secret urn was in.
It looks like there's some pink paint on it, too.
And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
Cool. I don't think this has anything to do with what we're about to do, but this definitely does. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There is something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink.
Mr. Nick, could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Ah, that's the box the secret urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Look, it matches.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. You can't... You're so... I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Okay. I think now we can... Well, you know what? Let's save first. Save often. I think I can get your ass now. Love you, but I think I can get your ass now. Okay. Miss Andrews, you know anything about the secret urn? Yeah. Okay. We saw this before. Could be a fake. Okay, so the urn itself, I think, is the evidence that needs to go here. It has been... Yeah. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Kurain Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? I think that would be... Well, hold on, let me see what the text is for this. Oh yeah, I think that would have to be this, right? This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? Huh, the poster for the exhibit. At the same time, at the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there for when this photo... I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell me the truth. Wait! 4? Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not going to give up that last psyche lock so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor? I think that would just be this, right? Or maybe this. Which one makes more sense? This makes more sense. Because the paint is here. The box was not necessarily here, but the paint was here, and if the paint is here, it connects the box to here. If the box was here, like, yeah, okay. This makes more sense. Okay, cool. Well, Ms. Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. And there is pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Ms. Andrews. But... Uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape. But you can get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is the box. Cool. This box. The urn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. Huh. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. You don't follow? She's about to explain, don't worry. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, my bad. I forgot that it I forgot that it starts you on the correct one. I'm so sorry. I was the one that broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did.
Well, that's not so hard to understand. Is it, Pearly?
No, not at all. I know just how she feels.
It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. Uh-oh. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise and thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock and let out a huge scream.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Kurain Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big.
And that's when the I am got changed to Ami?
I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami. Oh no! That's so sad!
Any same person? Really?
Oh, Pearls. Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and then no one had... I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. Yeah, partial bullet. Sorry about that.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Ami Faye statue.
Aha!
Poor Pearl indeed. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or the floor at the warehouse when we were here.
Oh, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall.
And?
I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it.
I see. Now that makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved, and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. Well, Ms. Anders? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover up the paint, so why would I move it again?
Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why?
Oh, it clicked for me. I think I remembered as well. On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Rhonda Light, was at KB Security. So then why did another masked damask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Wow! Sure. Okay, that's all for today. That's all. Thursday. Okay, hold on. Thursday, I'm gonna be surreal. It's a solid maybe because it is supposed to be extremely warm that day. For the Fahrenheit girlies, 86. For the Celsius girlies, 30. And I don't have air conditioning. I do have a unit that I can place and cool down the apartment beforehand, but like I don't know how cool it will stay. It depends on how sunny it is. If it is not too fucking sunny and it doesn't get too hot, I will be able to stream. But if it is sunny all morning and all like afternoon and into it, there's no way. I will need to have my air conditioning on the whole afternoon, which means I can't, like, it's too loud. It just won't work. So we'll see. solid, we'll see. If it's cloudy, it will not be a problem. If it's cloudy in the morning, even just in the morning, and it is saying that it will be cloudy that day. As long as it's cloudy enough in the morning or even just early afternoon, it will be okay. But we'll see. 50-50, we'll say. Saturday, we're back to Olakami. And then next week, Tuesday, Thursday, should not be an issue. Aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, Captain. Oh. Yeah. Tuesday, Thursday schedule should otherwise just keep continuing through the rest of the month. And then, again, like I said, I'll reassess when I know what my schedule is going to be like for starting when school starts. Yeah, but that was fun. I love Rondelight. I'm actually really sad that this case is going to be over soon. I really like the characters. Except Luke at me. But, like, Luke at me is really interesting. I hate him, but he's really interesting. And I love the Delights. Larry coming back is fun. Having Adrian back is fun. It's a good case. I really like it. And, like, the third case, I don't hate it, but it's just not as good, in my opinion. But that's fine. He is a delight. Anyway. You know the drill. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. A controversial take, but wear a mask. We're in a surge pretty much everywhere. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.